Hey, Andy here from buildahottub.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about an off-grid hot tub and whether you can build one. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so cards on the table. Off-grid hot tubs, not my favourite topic, not my favourite type of hot tub to build, but I do get asked about them, so I thought I'd put this video together to help you with some considerations if you're thinking about building an off-grid hot tub. So firstly, yes, it's totally possible, but don't stop watching the video there. Hopefully by the end of the video, I'll have given you some helpful pointers and something to go away and think about if you are considering building a off-grid hot tub. So let's start with what you're not going to be able to build. So you're not going to be able to build something that is using a regular spa pack to heat it. You're not going to be able to have lots and lots of jets. You're not going to be able to have an air blower in there. Why? Because all of those things consume way too much power, and it's just not practical to be able to store that amount of energy to use on a hot tub. So things like a Tesla Powerwall, that can store large amounts of energy. But even that isn't enough to run, your hot tub permanently with all of those pieces of kit plugged in. It just consumes way too much power. Now, so let's jump in and look at what you can actually do and some of the considerations around that. So what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to cover the different types of tub that you could build. I'm going to focus on the practicalities of building an off-grid hot tub. Firstly, how are you going to heat it? So there's really only a couple of options available. Probably the most popular is a wood burning stove, and they either work by convection or you can have a small pump that moves the water through the stove and circulates the water in the hot tub. I prefer this style because it's less like a bath and it's more like a filtered hot tub, but I'll come on to the filtering shortly. The other option is solar, and you can get solar collectors that will heat your hot tub, but if you're going to use solar collectors to actually heat your hot tub, you are going to need a number of them. It's not going to be instant, it is going to take some time to actually heat up that water, but it's totally possible to do. And I also have a full video on solar hot tub heating and hot tub usage on this channel, and I'll put a link to that underneath this video. You could also look to use a portable gas heater. So these sort of caravan camping style heaters, people do modify those so that you have kind of instant hot water going through them using a camping gas tank that you can take with you. Again, it's totally off grid, and this method is popular, and it is possible to heat a hot tub with a portable gas heater. Benefits with gas is it's pretty quick, so you're able to get that hot tub up to temperature in quite a short amount of time. For me, a hot tub is not a bath, so I'd be looking to actually keep the water in there. So rather than creating something that is a single use, I'd want to be creating something that I can actually filter and treat the water in the hot tub. So obviously, so I can use it more than once. To do that, you could use a small solar panel and then a small pump that you could use for circulation. And this is the same kind of pump that you would look to use if you were doing a wood burner that required the movement of water rather than convection. The plumbing setup for something like that is pretty simple. You can see a diagram behind me here. You've got a couple of intakes that you'd want at the bottom of the hot tub. You'd then have your small circulation pump that'd be connected to a solar panel for power, and then you'd have a couple of returns coming back into the tub as well. If you were using a boiler, that would go after the pump on the discharge side of the system. If we compare the filter cycles or the filter requirements of a regular hot tub, you're looking to move the water through the filter a couple of times a day, and it's normally 20 to 30 minutes. So if you think with a solar panel, you could generate quite comfortably enough energy to be able to run a tiny pump to allow that water to go through the filter, and you're looking to turn over the whole contents of the hot tub. So turnover is when you put all of the water through the filter. So you are going to need to look at the flow rates of the filter, compare that to the volume of water that's going to be in your hot tub, and then make sure that you can generate enough power with your solar panel to be able to run that pump twice a day, enough time to get all of that water through the filter. That, coupled with some chemicals like chlorine or bromine, if you didn't want to go down the chemical route and you wanted something that was chemical free, you could look at active oxygen or non-chlorine shock, and then you could have that as a proper filtering hot tub that was not single use. And I think it's important, if you're going to create something like this, it needs to be able to filter. You know, you don't want to create a single use tub because that's basically just a bath. So what are the three kind of takeaways that I can give you for building a off-grid DIY hot tub? Firstly, how are you going to heat it? Secondly, how are you going to filter it? And thirdly, how are you going to treat it? And by treat it, I mean in terms of keeping the water clean and healthy, whether it be chemicals or not. So it's totally possible. Not my favorite kind of hot tub, but I thought I'd record this video anyway. Hopefully I've given you something to think about. As always, I appreciate the view. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. If you've liked this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video.